have to ask you first, starting off, you have Whole Foods. This is a company that talks so much about how you live your philosophy, and I know you do too. So I have a question, I'm sure everyone else here does, is what do you eat? I mean, do you go to McDonald's all the time, to Taco Bell, ding-dongs?
I think going to McDonald's would be very bad for the Whole Foods brand. I'm sure that would be plastered on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. So, I mean, no, I have a very strict diet. I am personally a vegan. I also avoid all processed foods like sugars and white flour and oil.
So you're going to be around for a long time to keep running Whole Foods? Yeah,
I'm actually pretty fanatical about it because I really do think the diet we're eating in America is killing us. So if we're going to get our healthcare issues solved, we spend 80% of our healthcare dollars on lifestyle diseases like heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, obesity. Those are really avoidable diseases. So people are going to have to change their diets if we're going to get control of our healthcare crisis.
Well, let's talk a little, you are at the heart of this conference, this question of how do you make money in the world of being green? And Whole Foods not only sources its products from green suppliers, you market it that way, you fundamentally live this idea that is part of the whole Whole Foods thrust. Nonetheless, it has to be very difficult. We were just talking about this. Americans have so many choices when it comes to food. And so you have to be able to convince them that these products that you're selling are worth the extra price because they do cost more. I'm sure a lot of people out here are very curious to know, from a marketing perspective, from a pricing perspective, how do you convince people out there who could go down to the local supermarket and get things at a third or a half of the price that they could get them at Whole Foods, that they want to pay more for the quality or the environmental aspect of what you sell?
Well, it'd be a lot easier if the media would stop repeating whole paycheck, whole paycheck, whole paycheck all the time.
Whole paycheck.
It's invented by the media and repeated endlessly. I mean, I think that is a common myth, Kim, because people are historically ignorant of how little people spend on food today in the United States. I mean, if you look historically 100 years ago, of course, we were largely agricultural still, and we didn't spend much of our disposable income on food. I mean, we spent about 50% of our disposable income on food. That dropped to about 25% 50 years ago, and today it's down to about 8%. So people have the money in America to spend more money on food. It's about their priorities. It's about the choices they want to make. So we don't spend a lot of time trying to convince people to spend more money. We're just trying to sell really high quality food, and there's a significant portion of the population that doesn't want to keep eating crummy food, so they're willing to pay up a little bit for it.